What's good, y'all? Today we are watching Sophie Rain Lied About Everything. Sorry, I have hiccups. I don't know. I don't got anything to say. What did she lie about? Let's find it out. Bro, like I said, I got some hiccups, man. Shit. Alright, let's start this video, man.
Sophie Rain's been milking the just turned 18 energy for years. Well, turns out sis is actually 23. Yeah, a whole 4 years older than she's been telling us. This is the same girl that's built an entire career on this, like, oh well, barely legal thing, and simps ate it up. But now, detectives on Reddit have the receipts. One of them is a 2021 birthday post literally saying, and I quote, "Happy 21st birthday, Sophie."
This is y'all queen? This is y'all queen? Let me stop. Yeah, no, this looked like she 18. It looked like she, oh crap. She looked like she's 17, 16, like right here. You feel me? Like 17, 16, 18, maybe even 15 right here. Like this looks like a kid. You feel me? So if they said happy birthday, if they say happy 21st birthday right here, madness.
Oh. Crap. Oh, 21 in 2023. September 2023. So if it's 21 in 2023, that would mean right now she's 23. Right?
Bro, these hiccups, I can't even think. Holy. Oh, she's been saying she's 20 this whole time? This looks like 16, 17. And, bro, girls doing stuff like this, it's like, let's stop. Let's stop. Because what you're doing is you're making the actual girls that are that age feel like they should look like you, even though you're 3 years, 4 years, however many years older than you're actually saying. Like, come on.
Like, bro, that means she was born in 2000, not 2004. And that means for years, she's been pretending to be this innocent teen for clout and cash. It's clear she's trying to hold on to the
I'm 20.
I just turned 18 aesthetic while collecting her $45 million paycheck.
Shit, that's a bag. $43 million? Bro, who buys OnlyFans? Let's just be 100% honest with ourselves, y'all. Shit, what are we doing? What are we doing? Who's buying OnlyFans? Let's be honest, bro. You're gonna give it to Sophie Rain? You know, I heard she don't even post nothing. She don't even be posting nothing for real, bro. Dang. She don't be posting nothing crazy, bro. And she made $43 million by saying she 18. Truth be told, though, she probably just has a bunch of 18-year-olds, 16, 17-year-olds paying for her stuff, which is sick. Because what she's doing by saying she's 18 is pandering towards older people that want to see an 18-year-old, but then also younger kids that are close to the age of 18. You know, there might be 14, 15, 16-year-olds that are watching your stuff because they think you're 18. And it's like, you're doing too much. I'm not gonna lie.
Check. And listen, normally I wouldn't care if someone lies about their age to, like, get into a bar or whatever, but this is different. She's not just accidentally being vague, she's selling a fantasy vibe that certain predator demographics eat right up.
What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie, nice to meet you. You just lost a tooth.
Bro, I remember when everyone thought this was her. And It's crazy. That's why she might have all the clout that she has, bro. Because people thought it was David Dobrik's friend's niece or little sister. I don't know what it was, but it was like, what? Like, let's lock in.
How's that? What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor and an astronaut.
Oh my god, that is so precious. I've never actually heard anybody say they want to be an astronaut. Because, you know, obviously it never works, that's why. But like,
An astronaut, that's cute, and I want to be famous.
She's pushing a narrative that starting OnlyFans at 18 is like this magical ticket to a life of luxury. Like,
That's
oh, I
facts.
just turned 18 and boom, here's my mansion and my...
Bro, I done seen a couple of girls that I went to like high school with start like OnlyFans and stuff, and then instantly stop their OnlyFans because who is buying your OnlyFans? Nobody. You probably got like 2 sales, your coworker. Everybody at your job done seen your cooter cat because you wanna make it big. No, you're a tweaker. You're tripping. Because in order to actually, dang, these hiccups is crazy. In order to actually make it big, you actually have to promote your OnlyFans. And doing that is, luck, skill, or you got a lot of money to throw at it. There's not really much in betweens, you know what I mean? So a lot of people think that, oh, I'm gonna start an OnlyFans and I'm gonna make a bag. No, you started an OnlyFans and now your neighbor is seeing your cooter cat because that's the only person that would pay for it. Because they're like, let me see what you doing in there. You feel me? Girls need to stop doing OnlyFans and guys need to stop buying OnlyFans. Bro, there is no reason you're paying for OnlyFans, bro. Ever, bro, ever. There's so much other things you can do with a little $7.99. You feel me? Go outside, touch some grass. There's plenty of free hub stuff. You feel me? You can find plenty of hub stuff for free, bro. Even the things that are on OnlyFans, a lot of times you can find it for free. Still. So, y'all need to lock in. Ignore my hiccups. I don't know why they're happening. It just is what it is.
my multi-million-dollar bank account, right? Cool. Now that's a fantastic image to sell to younger girls who...
None of them really look young. Okay, she looks young. I guess she does look young as well. It's like, all considered. She looks pretty young. She looks a hot mess. She also looks pretty young. She looks older. She looks pretty young. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. Bop House, and then you get a whole bunch of girls that look super young all together. I don't know if that's the vibe. I don't know if that's the best play. I feel like they're taking feminism like 3 steps backwards. You're single-handedly, or group-wise, going to bring feminism back 10 steps back. Oh my goodness. You guys are a part of the problem. You guys are not even a part of the problem. You guys are the problem. You're the reason that girls can't get into relationships because guys are too busy watching the hub and have a false reality of what an 18-year-old looks like. You're the reason that girls are going out and getting surgeries because they have a false perspective of what an 18-year-old looks like. And then you're also bringing a whole bunch of young girls into a house that they're probably not 18. I can probably say that. They're probably not 18. They're probably like all a little older than 18. But you're bringing girls between the age of 18 to like, let's say like 21 into a house called the Bop House, where they're doing OnlyFans and making like content in order to promote OnlyFans and stuff. I don't even know who has it. I know she has an OnlyFans. I saw a video of, I think, her talking to her about her OnlyFans. So I think she has OnlyFans too. I don't know if all the girls do OnlyFans, but bro, this is a bad look. This is just like, lock in, bro.
You think that's the secret to being successful?
But 43 mil.
That's not.
But 43 mil. Oh snap. 43 mil? I don't know if she did that in a month, but if she made $43 million in a month, she made $43 million in a month? She's like a drug kingpin, bro. $43 million for posting pics. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas will do evil things for $43 million. Niggas will do some real devious shit for $43 million. So her, making the Bop House or whatever it is, and dancing to 14-year-olds on TikTok, and ruining the world a little bit. I can say it's slightly better than selling crack. So I mean, hey, get it how you live, I guess. Cause $43 million. Everybody watching this video. Let's be 100% with ourselves. I get it. She sold that little spark inside her soul, right? $43 million in a month. There's not a lot of things you wouldn't do for $43 million in a month. Okay? $43 million in a year. There's a lot of stuff you guys would not do. I mean, there's not a lot of things that you guys would not do for that. Okay? Because I'll do some, like I said, I would do some real devious shit for $43 million, bro. So, is she, slowly making the world a worse place? Probably. But so is every other girl on OnlyFans and also promoting on TikTok. Because the younger kids is watching it. If I was in her shoes and the opportunity presented itself where I think I can make $43 million, I'll probably do it too. So
Really, what's happening here?
Shit.
Not even close. It's all curated, with a lot of work, manipulation, and marketing behind it, but that's also how sis gets the bag. It's not simple, or every OnlyFans model would have a multi-million-dollar mansion, but it's
That's
straight up
facts.
disservice to the younger crowd who thinks they can just hop on the OnlyFans train and live their best life. It's just business, and Sophie's been playing it very well. Now, if you've ever wondered why every girl on these sites is a college freshman or just turned 18, it's because dudes are more likely to drop cash if they think they're getting in early. And don't get it twisted, this isn't just on her, it's the whole platform. The marketing relies on male brains being stupid and horny at the same time. The entire business model
the business model is for 18-year-olds. And that is why it's a problem. It's for 18-year-olds and then, much, much older people that are like just a little sick in the head a little bit. You know what I mean? So, a little messed up, man. I don't know. I don't know, man.
is bait men with youth, cash out, repeat.
I wonder if she thinks like in her head like, I'm doing terrible stuff like to the society. But I mean, if it wasn't her, it'll just be another girl. To be honest. Do you know how many kids, probably 12-year-olds, bro, are on TikTok watching her shake her stuff, bro? And then they're thinking to themselves, ooh, if I could just get my mom's credit card number, I could see a little something. Like, come on, man.
It's a loop of exploitation built on the idea that the younger the better, and the more real you can pretend to be, the more money flows in. And let's not fool ourselves, this isn't just a one-off, it's a systematic approach that runs through the entire adult content industry.
Facts.
But now we've actually got defenders, critics, the whole circus throwing in their 2 cents like they're all suddenly experts on how adult content should work. Spoiler alert, none of them know what's going on. Most people are pissed, and rightfully so, because they're not wrong. Some of them are calling out the danger of this whole situation because, let's be real here, the illusion she created wasn't just about her. It was about setting a really bad example for young women who might look up to her. And that's where the whole instant fam thing kind of falls apart. It's not easy, it's not safe, and pretending it is makes the whole hustle feel like some kind of magic trick when in reality, it's a damn circus. Then we've got the ethical questions, the real tea here. Inviting a 17-year-old, Piper Raquel, into an adult content house while pretending to be 18 and 19 herself. You cannot make this up. This is a legal minefield. You cannot pretend to be someone you're not, especially when the—
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, like stuff like that, you probably should be locked up. Probably, like, that should get you locked up. If I'm being honest. If there was a house full of grown men that have OnlyFans, then they invited a 17-year-old boy there, they'll be in jail. This ain't good. This ain't good. Maybe they won't though. Maybe they won't be in jail because it seems like society doesn't care about men. Honestly. Or boys. Better, yeah, as well. I don't know. Maybe they wouldn't be locked up. That should be something that's like, that should be like get you canceled type shit. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm imagining if a house full of guys that do OnlyFans had a 17-year-old girl pull up, or if the 17-year-old girl pulled up and there was guys there that did OnlyFans, it's like, what are we doing? What are we doing? This is a shit show.
consequences could be severe for everyone involved. A 17-year-old girl in an environment full of adults. What's happening here? What was going through her head? And if this was all part of the branding, well then it's downright reckless. And the whole fake it till you make it mentality that encourages a bizarre and dangerous idea that once you're legal, the clock starts ticking on your career success. That's the worst kind of pressure for anyone starting in any industry, let alone—
This is horrible. I'm not gonna lie, that was terrible plays. Even if a guy or a boy just in general, a male in general, made a video, doesn't matter how PG-13 it is, with a 17-year-old girl, they would be, you know, sent to the wolves, bro. They'll be released to the wolves. And it was a grown man just in general. Let's say a 23, 24, 25-year-old man. It would be weird. Now, let's tack on top of that. If it was a 25-year-old, 23-year-old man that does OnlyFans, and they're alluding to the idea of OnlyFans inside of that video, bro's packed up.
alone one that requires you to be that vulnerable. The whole Bop House situation, I don't care how much branding you've got, that's borderline sketchy. But hey, at least now we know why she never went public with her real age. You can't make a mint off selling the just turned 18 angle if you're living with a big old reality check of 17-year-olds who need their own safe space to navigate the content world. Speaking of which, let's talk about the real name leak, Isabella Blair. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, it turns out Sophie Rain was actually Isabella Blair this whole time.
That's
the
crazy.
internet, being the absolute mess that it is, blew up about her name being revealed because apparently it's a privacy issue now. That's rich. Listen, nobody's saying she should have her entire life exposed to the world. Nobody's asking her to put her home address and social security number on blast. But this is the internet, and when you're out here slipping adult content for clicks, you're stepping into a whole new world of exposure. Using a name that's 100% a branding move? Then guess what? Your privacy just got chucked out the window along with every other influencer who thinks they can build a career by hiding behind a fake name and fake age.
I made a video about Sophie Rain, right? And in that video, I said that her audience watches her because she looks like a child and she sells a V card. So many people were so quick to be like, what are you talking about? She doesn't look like a kid, she looks like a full-grown woman. Tell me why the most requested girl to go into the Bop House, made and produced by Sophie Rain, is a 17-year-old girl. I rest my case.
No, what she's saying makes sense, but I think it's 50% that, or maybe even less, that, and the other half is her audience is children. I feel like that's what we're not, like, her audience that watches her and is promoting her and liking all of her TikToks and, you know, probably a chunk of them buying her OnlyFans are children. These are kids that she is bringing into the life of the hub. You know what I mean? Like, she's dragging them into that, like, into that world. But the reason that one of the most, recommended person for the Bop House or whatever is a 17-year-old girl is because of the fact the people that are, watching her videos and doing all this stuff are 17-year-old boys, 16-year-old boys, 15-year-old boys, right? I'm sure every high school in America, every single kid knows who Sophie Rain is. So it's like, this is a mess, honestly. But a big chunk of it is what she's saying as well. Like, older people wanting to see a, 18-year-old girl. But I think a big chunk of it is kids.
The only thing keeping these people from watching CP is the legal requirement to have to be 18. And you can sit there and go, yeah, but the 17-year-old girl wants to go on there. Yeah, because she's fucking brainwashed. Like, this is the whole point of what I'm trying to say. You're thinking, oh yeah, the OF stars are not going to have an effect on anyone. Mate, no normal 17-year-old girl is going to want to be a part of the fucking Bop House, yeah?
That's
it's because she's been taught that sexualization online is fucking normal. It's not. Let's stop fucking doing that. For all you motherfuckers who are calling me jealous in the comments, yeah, you can actually get to what am I going to be jealous about? What have I got to be jealous about? At least I'm not making mass steps back in feminism single-handedly, yeah? Load of fuck.
But the real issue here is the way people are defending her by saying she was just doing what she had to do, or it's about branding. Yeah, it's about branding, all right, because who wouldn't want to create a whole persona around the idea that you're the next big thing, a fresh, young thing? She wasn't building a brand around Isabella Blair, an actual person. No, she was building around Sophie Rain, the idea. And the idea was, hey, look at me, I'm the perfect blend of innocence and access. I'm legal now, but just barely. That's the name of the game in this industry. Everything is a brand, and brands don't care about who you really are underneath. And don't even get me started on beauty standards. Honestly, we know her looks aren't just a result of good genes or whatever. There's probably a whole army of resources, surgeries, and editing apps behind these photos. And to be honest, she still doesn't even really look that hot. I don't understand how she became that popular. But when you're 23, and you're marketing yourself as a fresh-faced teen, you're making young girls feel like absolute garbage because they can't live up to that unattainable image. It's this weird, toxic cycle where they're constantly trying to match a fantasy that's been edited to hell and back. It's not real. None of it is. But hey, let's keep feeding them the lie that if they just look right, everything will fall into place, right? A lot of people have pointed this out too. It might seem like a tiny difference between 20 and 23, but trust me, when you're marketing yourself to an audience of teens, that gap, that's a huge difference.
Every day, something on this app has the potential to infuriate my soul and enrage my spirit. I've spoken about Bonnie Blue, Kate Robertson, Alexia Grace and Lily Phillips. Let's talk Sophie Rain. Sophie Rain started getting big on social media when she was 18, 2 years ago. And her speciality, let's say, of OF is that she still has her V card and she looks like a child. Now, last year, she earned $43 million on OF. And now she's bought a house. Oh, and she's called it the Bop House. This house has its own TikTok account that's been up for 2 days and it already has 100,000 followers. Now Sophie has come out and said that different corn companies have offered her 7 figures to take her V card. And despite turning them down, some of them are very persistent. saying things like, who would want to see the most lucrative V card holder and what she has to say? Let's give our viewers a front row seat that'll have them on their knees and reaching for their wallets. And they even brought up the fact that she was brought up on food stamp and now she's earning 43 mil a year, and how that's inspirational and she could be a role model. Watch me throw up. Genuinely. Now, is she capitalising off these weird fantasies that men have? Yes, but who are these men? Porn companies are obviously massively at fault as well. Their management, production, all that stuff. Look at the fucking Ilyfeek thing, do you get me? But there would be no production if there wasn't an audience, right? And by her TikTok account of the Bop House earning...
I feel everything she's saying, but I feel like people forget the fact that, bro, her audience is children. 16, 17, 18, 19, even 20-year-old boys. You feel me? 20, maybe even 21. Like, that's 6 years worth of human beings. You can make $43 million off of just 6 years worth of human beings. So I get you that there's probably, like, you know, older dudes that are really, like, tweaking on there and, you know, buying OnlyFans and stuff, but I feel like for the most part, it's people around that age range that are doing it. And that's the audience. And that's the reason she's making it seem, or not making it seem, but I mean, I guess this is just my perspective. I don't fucking know Sophie Rain's demographics. You feel me? But I feel like for the most part, it's younger rather than older. And then there is a probably older audience that's, you know, locked in on her shit, but I really think it's the kids, bro. And because I mean, maybe that I don't hang around motherfuckers that be talking about Sophie Rain, so maybe that's why. But I think the audience is younger kids, and I think that's why it's so she's able to yank so much out of them, because she's brainwashing the kids, bro. Anyway,
100,000 in 2 days. Who are these men? Who are they? Because it's weird that she's looks like a kid and she's a V card holder and everyone is absolutely on top of her. It's weird.
And that's what I'm saying. I feel like whenever they think about people that are buying OnlyFans, they go straight to grown men. Who are these grown men? Who's these grown men? These grown men. I think they're kids. I think that's the problem. I don't think they're grown men. I think they're 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds, 21-year-olds. Brain probably hasn't fully developed yet, right? We talk about 20-year-olds, 21-year-old girls starting OnlyFans and being like, they've been brainwashed. They, you know, they don't know what they're doing. Same thing for the 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old boys that are on the same sites just watching it and paying their money for it. They're brainwashed as well. Let's not skip over them, bro. That's the reason that the whole Sophie Rain situation is so bad. I feel like the younger generation of people is being pushed over sexualized content, right? I can't go on Instagram without seeing 20 half-naked girls. I don't like pictures and stuff of half-naked girls, right? Even if I go through and say I'm not interested, it's like Instagram knows, nah, you're a dude. I know what you want to see, you're a dude. And it's like, bro, and I'm sure kids are going through the same situation and falling down a sick rabbit hole, bro. You're like pumping with hormones, bro. You feel me? It's making you mad. It's making you, you know, all type of shit. And it's like, they're vulnerable too. Let's not forget about the dudes.
Weird. It's weird. I think the whole thing is grim. Whatever.
It's the difference between being a college freshman and having a bit more life experience, maybe even some work done to get you looking like that natural teen fantasy. It's not just an age gap, it's a social gap. The things you've gone through at 23 versus 20 are just not the same. And when you sell your life as some just turned 18 dream, you're distorting the whole idea of what success actually looks like for the average person. It's a warped version of reality, and it's what a lot of young girls out here are trying to copy. Oh, and let's not forget about Camilla. Yeah, there's another player in this circus who's got the same "I'm younger than I really am" act down to an art. She's apparently behind the scenes of the Bop House, sort of like the manager or the madame for this whole operation. And allegedly she's been lying about her age too. She claims she's 22, but some people are speculating she's actually closer to 30.
Unfortunately, for girls that work in the industry, we get a lot of crazy DMs, we get a lot of crazy encounters, and it's almost something that unfortunately we're used to.
Doesn't justify it.
It doesn't justify it, but we're so used to insane behavior that we just kind of would rather not be confrontational about it and just kind of be like, whatever. But there's nothing that you could have done to prevent it. I don't want you to think that it's your fault. It's no one's fault.
This is a strategy. They know exactly what they're doing. At this point, it's not even about mistakes or accidental lies. This is a calculated move to create an illusion. It's not just Sophie Rain anymore, it's the whole damn industry. Everybody's lying about something to make their brand seem more desirable.
If she's talking about people trying to break in or whatever happened, because I did see that somebody tried to break in or something of the sort, I don't know, but that just comes with being famous. People break into Chris Brown's house, it feels like every 2 years, and just be sitting inside like, what's good, Chris? Like shit gonna be sweet. If shit not sweet. So I don't necessarily feel like that is directed towards them. That's directed towards any celebrity that people strive to want to meet, want to see, want to be with. Shit, like anything. You feel me? So the problem is you hit celebrity status, but you don't see yourself as hitting celebrity status. So now you have to be careful about the shit that you do, because you know, people are everywhere. You know what I mean? You walk outside, you're gonna see somebody, and there's a good chance they might know who you are. You feel me? And that's why you gotta be careful. You gotta have security now, all type of shit.
More innocent, more relatable. They want you to believe that if you just copy what they're doing, you'll get the same results. But the truth is, they're all selling a fantasy that's harder to replicate than they'd like to admit.
Yeah, man, this is a good video. I feel like I probably talked a lot during this video, but I feel like this OnlyFans stuff is very, very bad for the youth. It makes it too easy for regular people to make it into the P industry, if you know what I'm talking about. And that's not a good thing. You know, even the P industry, it was pretty, you know, dark and bad on its own. You know what I mean? A lot of people getting taken advantage of by big companies and things of that nature. But a lot of that would push people to not do it. You know what I mean? But now it's something where it's too easy to just jump into it, right? And the internet's forever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell and all that other shit. And I love you. Peace.